and welcome. It's Dubai Real Estate Structuring mini-series time again, and I'm joined by Kath Zagatti, Lead Private Client Partner, MHQ. Kath, how are you?
I'm very good. Thanks for having me today, Yann.
So, episode one in the books. Now, episode two, that's where it starts to be a little bit more practical because we will go through what works, what does not. So, do we have an illustration for our people?
We do. But before we start, I just wanted to remind you of something. So, in our previous webcast, we discussed what options became obsolete for holding
Yes.
properties in the UAE, right? So we talked about JAFs, IBCs, BVIs, which were structures commonly used by investors back in the day. And we concluded that foundation obviously is the most sophisticated and effective tool for that purpose nowadays. So today, Yann, I wanted you to provide us with an overview of what options work and what don't.
So let's start with what doesn't, since you started with the old stuff. And if you go here on your screen to the lower end, you see offshore holding company abroad in individual name. That's the lender partner says no for obvious risk reason, and that's perfectly fine. And anything that is abroad under trust. Why? Because it's very complex, opaque, and hey, if you have the tool available domestically, why go abroad, buy something of a lesser quality? So these two, non-option. So really what works, or ish, is in the middle here. And what we want to emphasize is the foundation in particular, whether in DIFC and EDGM. Ras Al Khaimah, unfortunately, still not able to hold real estate in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, but hopefully this will open up. And these two have pretty much tick all the boxes. And for those that are following up us for the past 2-3 years, it was not the case a few months ago, even when holding through foundation and holding company was not as tax efficient. This has changed. We'll touch on it in a minute. But whether you hold DIFC ADGM Foundation directly real estate or DIFC of ADGM Foundation through a pass-through structure and holding the real estate, this ticks all the boxes: asset consolidation, legacy planning, business continuity, full control by the family, which is important, asset protection, and tax and efficiency. What about the other options? Well, some have benefits, so you can own in your own name. It's very simple, it carries no cost. You could cover that with a will. So if you're a non-Muslim, it's actually a valid option, but you open yourself to probate and potential risk. So if you are an entrepreneur, and you're taking a lot of risk in your business, you may want to segregate that asset protection. Can you still have, let's say, a foreign structure in France or in the UK with an underlying company here own real estate? The answer is yes, but it's very heavy. You need to deal with cross-border, you need to deal with legalization costs, you need to deal with reporting, you have 2 layers of corporate structure. So you need to ask yourself, is it worth my while? Even the sophisticated investors, for example, in American investment funds today, are not doing that. They are going through pass-through structure in the UAE, whether a foundation or a domestic fund regulated in the DIFC or the ADGM. So this, we would say, only in special situation where you have a strong consolidation abroad. And then you have the individual in the UAE holdco's name, which is also an option, but frankly, we at MHQ do not really see the benefit. Yes, you can consolidate the assets, but that's it. There's no more benefit. So really come back to what works. It's on the left side, and it's UAE Foundation, either a standalone or with an underlying company.
So among all tools available in the market, it's clear for me, Yann, that foundation is the go-to option for property structuring. It tackles not only the asset protection and the legacy planning aspects, as you just commented, but it's also a tax efficient tool. So it's basically foundations, it's a combination of all advantages into one single tool. Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Okay. All right. So, Yann, thanks for your input
Thank you.
today. It was very insightful as usual. But before we close, I just wanted to let you know that we have an interesting fact sheet on this topic, exploring all options available for structuring properties in the UAE. So for those who wish to know more about the topic, please feel free to get in touch with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.